That's one of my favorite videos we've ever seen.
The old one?
Yeah.
I feel like we need to see that movie. Need to see the original Vikram. Let us know if it's worth it. Hey. Juice! Hey, welcome back to our Stupid Rex. It's got 12.
Yesterday was an unusual day. You know why?
Why?
Didn't poop. Not once. Weird.
What?
It was very strange. Very, very strange. That only happens like when I'm fasting. I don't know.
Why are you telling me this?
It's just a topic of conversation that I find intriguing.
It is not a topic of conversation.
Yeah, sure it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, sure it is. Pooping is a topic. Anything could be a topic.
Today we got a Tamil song, which is the topic of this video. Kamal Haasan.
Did y'all poop yesterday?
It's called This.
It's called This? That's a strange title. Puthu, Maappillaikku. Apoorva, Sagodharargal. Forgive the mispronunciation. Movie where Kamal Haasan plays a triple role. Father and two sons, one of whom is a little person. A must-watch song from this movie starring the smaller Kamal Haasan. So I guess a la SRK picked up on the playing a little person.
Kamal Haasan did it first always.
Yes.
Probably true.
Probably
Here we
true.
go. Russian. Here we go. I hardly know her.
Is he doing the Tim Conway on his knees thing?
I think so. That's why they're not showing his lower half. That was him. Ba 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 de.
Ba 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 de. Ba 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 de. Ba 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 de. Ba 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 de. Ba 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 de. Ba 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 de. Ba 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 de.
Yeah, he's definitely on his knees.
Ba ba de. Ba 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 de.
Hey, La Femme.
Which are no longer used in Ringling Brothers.
It's only 2022. Bop, bop, bop.
Bop bop ba de. Bop bop ba de. Bop bop ba de. Bop bop ba de.
Bop, bop, ba de. Bop, bop, ba de.
Why are there igloos? Ba-ba-ba-day. Ba-ba-day. Ba-ba-day. Ba-ba-ba-day. 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 Ba-ba-ba-day.
Well, isn't that just fun?
So, the song is catchy as all get out.
Ba-ba-ba-day.
And so happy and fun.
Ba-ba-ba-day.
And it's funny to see things like we were...
Ba-ba-ba-day.
Andrani and I were watching that... we were watching 4 or 5 different Helen videos the other day.
Yeah.
And one of them was the one that is uncomfortable by today's standards to watch, where there's the cage and the savages.
Oh, yeah.
But when you watch that, like I think we said in the reaction, you recognize that during the time, that's all they knew in the small world that's not interconnected. And to them, the most dangerous thing is an unreached people group that typically were in Africa or Papua New Guinea. So it's not as insulting as it feels today. The intention wasn't to insult. The intention was, like the original King Kong, is to portray what you didn't know based on the little knowledge you had of it.
No,
Like,
they were all racist.
that, like in Mary Poppins, he says the Hottentots are coming,
Racist.
and that's not okay to say.
No. Dick Van Dyke.
But
he's a racist.
like that wouldn't even be a Saturday Night Live skit today. That
No.
wouldn't go. Or like when Tim Conway did his little guy.
I feel like it was a popular thing to do.
It was considered very funny to see somebody be awkwardly smaller than they are.
Either be, yeah.
And little people were used as the brunt of jokes all the time.
Peter Dinklage, as famous, obviously, he's probably the most famous little person actor out there, I would imagine.
Right now, by far, unquestionably,
obviously
right now.
He's a genius actor.
Yeah.
And I think it's wonderful. But he's always said, he's like, I will never be the elf.
No.
And I will never be the
No.
that's something that carries on the stereotype
No.
that he's like tried to get out of for so long. Because that for the longest time, all he was like, before he was who he is, that's all people wanted. Just
Yep.
Let this little person, let him be an elf.
Right.
Let him be an
Let
Oompa
him be-
Loompa.
Exactly.
And so he's tried very
Because
hard.
that's what Billy Barty did. Billy Barty was the biggest little actor. I don't mean that as a pun. He was a big actor who was a little guy but he made the majority of his things were doing those stereotypes.
Yeah.
Do you? What was? I'm sure it's probably the same as me. Do you remember the first time you saw Peter Dinklage and what was it in? Because I remember.
It was either Elf or it was in Narnia.
Yeah,
It's
it
one
was.
of the two.
It was Elf.
Yeah.
And this is what I remembered. This is the only takeaway I had when I saw Elf. Saw that scene that he did, and as I watched him, I thought to myself, and I probably said something to the kids. When I saw him, I went, "That's a damn good actor." Mm-hmm. Wherever they got this guy, that guy is a good actor. So when I saw that he was in Thrones, I was not surprised.
That's what he's always wanted to be. He just wanted to be known by his art.
Of course.
It's actually quite. I don't know if you've ever seen pictures of him and his daughter.
No, I haven't.
She's not. She doesn't have
Which-
dwarfism.
That's very common. Yeah.
And so like she's like, at least the pictures when I saw them, she's like 5 or 6 and she's bigger than him. Okay, and they're walking down the street. It's so adorable.
Yeah.
It's absolutely adorable. But
Yeah.
we had the pleasure of seeing one of
We
his
did that.
films a few years ago.
Which
with-
got no legs. It was a weird dark film, but we
Yeah.
went to a Q&A.
it was wonderful. I enjoyed that film.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's such a wonderful person. But yeah, you just, it's not something that's really in good taste anymore.
No, it's
People
not.
Like, just give it to those actors that are underrepresented. They'll do just fine. You don't need to pretend
Yeah.
you're small.
The only way it would work is if you got someone like a Dinklage making fun of himself in something like a Hangover sequel that everybody was laughing with him, nothing that comes even remotely close to mocking is
Interesting
acceptable.
to see what the reception was for Shah Rukh Khan when he did it.
Yeah, because things were starting to transition.
But I have to say, in India, it's different as
true,
well. So
true.
I don't know if he got backlash or what. Obviously, we've never seen that film.
Yeah.
So we don't know. But anyways, let us know what other Kamal Haasan, which would be the next Kamal Haasan film that we should watch. And also, speaking of little people, I don't know if he is considered a little person. The little person in Vikram was fantastic.
And what I loved about that character,
more,
I was just thinking about him. What I loved about that character, it could have been anybody.
Yeah.
The fact that he was a little person was immaterial to the role.
Yeah, he was phenomenal.
He was great.
I'd love to know more about him.
Yep.
Let us know down below.
Just